U-Ball, you get the call. Chewy's here. He beat his rival, the Raiders. First off, how do you feel after that huge win?
Oh man, that was a battle, honestly. His defense is so good. Both the offenses are a struggle. I mean, it was an ugly match, but his defense is really good. I don't, I play, online a little bit, and I have to say his defense is one of the toughest ones I've seen in a while. So it's tough. It's tough. An ugly game. Like it was 0-0 until close to the end of the half. So it was tough. It was tough, but I feel good knocking off the Raiders. But honestly, he did play well. Class act after the game, took the loss well, and honestly, there was some plays that could have went either way, and who knows what would have happened.
Earlier in the year, it seems like you and the Raiders really reheated this rivalry, one of the hottest rivalries in sports right now. Were you surprised at how humble he was after the game? Do you think that you brought him down a peg with that huge win?
I don't know. I think sometimes it's easy after getting a loss to get a little heated. I would up to me I'm just having fun, and I know sometimes that can rub people the wrong way. So I gotta take that, but I think it's definitely showed his character. He was very much of a class act, at least what I've seen. So yeah, and I honestly, I'll admit it, I ran the halfback wham probably 15 times in the game, so it was working pretty well. That in the stretch, I went ahead and added that to the playbook, and it's a pretty deadly combo. So that's what worked on offense. That's what I was using. Had a couple hundred yards rushing, but yeah, it was tough because he definitely could have been upset with me running the halfback wham. How many times? So and then halfback stretch. That combo is just so deadly, tough to stop.
All right. Well, last game, I believe you held him to negative 46 passing yards. This game, a playoff game, only 23 passing yards from one of the better passing offenses in the league. Next week, you go to Cleveland. You're playing the Browns, famous for his run game, but do you think you're going to be able to hold him to so few pass yards? I mean, 23 from the Raiders. What do you expect from the Browns offense here in this conference title game?
Yeah, I mean my pass defense has been really good uh, all year, so I'm not worried about my pass offense, but pass defense. But man, rush defense got to improve. I've given up some big plays. The users got to be better, and I should have had a couple of lurks in that game. Thankfully, when I was in the area, his receivers were dropping it, which sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. But the users got to be better if I'm going to be able to stop the run. I'm not worried about the pass. I think it's going to be an ugly game again. The last game ended up being, I think I beat him by 17, but honestly, the game could have been separated by a field goal because he had to throw and end up throwing a few interceptions at the end and making it look a bit worse than what it was. But the Browns are going to be tough. I think it's going to be much of the same. Hopefully, we're on top. I think this game is probably going to be pretty much what happens when Cleveland comes to Los Angeles next week.
Looking forward, using a little crystal ball here. Let's say you get your business handled. You go to the Super Bowl. One, who do you think you're going to play, and give us a prediction for that game?
I'm gonna go with the team that I don't want to see. They kicked my butt earlier in the year. The Eagles end up beating me. That was a really close game, but the Giants, the game wasn't even competitive from the get go. Much like the first game against the Raiders, as they just kicked my butt as well. Back in the what I think they played the Giants like week 4, week 5. Back in back then, they just whooped my butt, and they're playing so well, and they might honestly be the hottest. I know I've won the most, but like just the way that they're taking care. I mean, they're right there with how well they're playing, just as well as me, if not better. So I'm not gonna lie. I hope they get knocked off. I'm a little scared, but if we face the Giants, that's the way it goes. I know that's not supposed to. You're not supposed to say that. Whoever comes, I'm gonna be ready. But we'll see. Hopefully, I can. I played well against the Raiders. That first game was ugly. Me trying to figure out what this is all about, and now we turned it around. So we'll see. I think it's going to be I'm going to pick the Giants. If somebody wants to knock the Giants off for me, go ahead and do that. I wouldn't mind.
All right, well, this is everyone's favorite part. Since you balled, you got the call. The mic is yours. Send a message to the league, whatever the hell you want. If you want to talk some crap here for the Super Bowl, do that. You want to do anything, it's your time because you balled, you got the call. Go ahead.
All right, so I think we came into the league 3 losses in a row. The new guy, 3-3. People, the Chargers. Where are they even at? Not week 9 power rankings. Not even in the top 10. I mean, come on. Granted, we were only 6-3 at the time, but rattling off 10 straight wins to go 13-3, win the division, and then go and play Oakland again, the third time. and beating them again. And what was a crazy good battle. And I hope that this rivalry, I think, is going to continue for the next 4 years. But I'm just going to say we're on an 11-game winning streak. I plan on being on a 13 game winning streak when this season ends.
All right. Well, I picked you over the Browns and you on our pre-playoff show here. So the rest of my predictions haven't gone so well. So hopefully you can make me look good here towards the end.
I got you.
All right. Thank you.